Dollar General, y'all. Hey guys, what's up? How are you doing?
We're here to welcome you to another great installment of Burn After Watching.
Yep.
We got some Krabby's ginger beer, alcoholic ginger beer.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely from like 2001.
See, this
right?
is a Jamie Wonderland favorite here. Prost.
Prost.
Mm.
Oh, so crabby. Oh.
And then to go with that, we have Japanese like ginger chips, don't we?
We wanted to get the evolution of
I was
chips.
gonna say the evolution of flavor in my
Yeah.
mouth right now.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Now, I wanted to get some Mexican themed stuff because it's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, you did a good job.
But last time we were there, they had these corn chips that were Mexican street corn flavor that were amazing.
Yeah.
And they didn't have them, of course.
Of course, Aldi.
And the story is they're
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah.
Well, anytime you like something at Aldi's, it will never be there again.
Yeah.
So.
Ever again.
Well, yeah, because it falls off the back of a truck in Germany, and then that's how it gets it.
I'm like, das Fendet to Aldi's.
No, I believe they
It's probably
get
at
like
Trader Joe's.
I think they get like the experimental type things that companies are like, oh, we made too much of this. It wasn't as popular as we thought, and they're like, send it to Aldi.
I think if you like it, they send it to Trader Joe's. They'll
Right.
charge you $1 more.
Yeah.
Mark
They'll
it up.
They'll put more hipster like packaging on it, and they're like, this is so cool.
What I like is that like if you
It's back as a fedora.
if you want to work for that company but you don't like to smile, Aldi's is the place for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to smile at all there.
I don't know.
Enjoy.
I've
Nobody
always
smile
had
out
very,
to a mask.
always had very polite people,
Yeah, I bet the Trader Joe's ones have smiles on the mask.
right?
Like the Fiend smile.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Sharp
get
teeth.
that. I have that.
Hey guys, we watched the movie Evolution 2001.
Yep.
Just Evolution. It was made in
Yeah, it was
2001.
made in 2001.
It's not Evolution.
Wait, is it Evolution of 2001: A Space Odyssey?
It's not Evolution.
That's
the
what I
super
watched.
group from the WWE either. So.
No, it's not.
is a mystery.
We should play
Wait.
the song,
Guys, we should watch Dragon Ball Evolution as well. I'm just putting that out there.
right?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it.
We have like an evolution themed.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be another evolution.
We have
Okay.
to find a place of streaming that.
So, guys, let me read the synopsis that IMDb has for it.
Okay.
A firefighting cadet, 2 college professors, and a geeky but sexy government
It's
scientist
sexy.
oh, blah. Work against an alien organism that has been rapidly evolving since its arrival on Earth inside a meteor.
Mhm.
I mean, that's pretty
That's
good.
it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
That's
good.
Let's talk about who's in this movie first off, because
Everyone.
2001, and it's got some deep stars.
I mean, we have people like Buffalo Bob Ted Levine. That's your right?
Donkey Lips. Donkey Lips in this movie, okay, guys?
David Duchovny, obviously. Orlando Jones,
Ethan Goddamn Suppley.
who, you know, when Mad TV was a thing, like, he was a good guy.
Watching Mad TV.
Oh,
Hey, he
Mad
was
TV.
on American Gods and then got like kicked off for questionable reasons, I guess.
Probably because they watched Evolution. And they're like, "Oh, geez."
You're fired.
Yeah.
You're fired.
You're in this?
Get
What?
out of here.
Julianne Moore, who's, I believe, an Oscar winner. Like,
And
At least a nominee.
yeah.
I mean, it has not aged at all. Like,
No.
I don't even
She looks
understand
amazing.
that.
Yeah. Who else we got in there? Oh, yeah.
Sean William Scott.
How can you forget Sean William Scott? I mean, he's the first face you see.
Ty Burrell is in this movie, but this is before Modern Family. He obviously went off and
There he is.
had a family after this.
Dan Aykroyd
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd. Great, like, random.
as Governor
person there.
Lewis.
Who else? Sarah,
Sarah Silverman.
Silverman is randomly in this.
His ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Alright, so basically,
We'll talk about that.
the movie starts with Sean William Scott, you know, running into a burning building
Doing
to
a
save
fake firefighting, thing.
fake firefighting thing, and this.
With a blow-up doll, it's really funny because you're like, is he gonna have sex with that blow-up doll?
I don't even think
blow-up
she
doll.
was a blow-up
That
doll.
wasn't-
No, I
that
think
was-
she was
That was like
a
an
CPR.
old-timey CPR.
Yeah,
dummy.
exactly.
So, but then you're like, is she gonna have sex with the old-timey
Oh,
CPR
no.
dummy?
It still was kind of.
So I watched this on a tiny screen, so I didn't really get a lot of it. Honestly, there's a lot on screen at all times in this movie, and I think that was probably my biggest minus for it. Was it was like, what am I looking at? I gotta like get super close to my tiny screen to see this.
Wow.
Your biggest minus wasn't the astrophysics involved in this?
Oh no,
Yeah.
those are perfect. They're spot on.
Yeah, so apparently this asteroid comes, you know, hits the planet, and deep inside of it must be real deep inside of it because it's like burning hot.
Yeah, you're.
But that's as we learn later.
Because there's
in
a
the movie.
sphincter, right?
Yeah.
There's a let's make all the kind of penetration jokes. Literally saying penetration at one point.
But it starts growing things on it like immediately. So these two scientists are like, let's go check out this.
It's everything getting through mitosis.
These two community college professors decide that they're going to go check it out and
one with
find something.
Sordid government past.
One who is a former colonel.
Yeah.
What? Jesus.
What's his name? What's his character's name?
Ira Kane.
Kane. Okay. Kane's Madness.
Yeah, Kane's Madness.
I guess they
don't have Kane on here. They just have Ira. Yeah.
Ira
and Harry Block was William Jones.
Yep.
So you kind of like at the first part you're like, okay, like I guess they're setting up Harry Block to be the smart one and like the slacker one is Ira.
Yeah.
And then that's not the case.
I was so confused by that. I'm like, isn't he supposed to be the smart one? And he's like the dumb one now.
Dancing.
Because he was like, in the first scene, he was very studious. He's like, kind of, this girl was like coming on to him hard. And he's like, no.
See, this lends to my theory, which we'll talk about when we get
it. It made no fucking sense. I was like, what is going on with this?
I was very confused.
Yeah, and I was like, several times I taped, who is supposed to be the smart one?
I mean, they're both community college professors.
Well, but that's the thing too. That
one was a colonel.
Yeah.
That made like a vaccine to like save people. And then they blamed him for it, even though he screwed up. Like, okay, but other people have to check. It's not like just one dude just stabbing people.
Well, that's what he like. He made the vaccine and then just started stabbing.
Yeah,
like no,
like, okay, you can get mad at that guy because he's doing
and
the wrong
let him
thing.
test
also arrest him for war crimes, right? Like, or something.
140,000.
Yeah, they let him test it on 140,000 people. Like that was their control group.
Our standing military is like 300,000. So it's like half the people. And supposedly they all went insane.
Yeah.
So it's like 140,000 insane.
No, they just like poop themselves.
They just pooped themselves.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what happened.
Yeah, and it's called Kane's Madness.
Yeah, it was called Kane's Madness.
Which was a plot point we didn't need. Like, it was like, okay.
Not only
no, but they had to
need,
like make it part of it.
But they're like, that was supposed to be why he wasn't good at his job. I'm like, that had nothing to do with him. Like, yeah, he might have made this wrong, but nobody checked it.
Seriously.
And then they just let him poke people with it.
Everyone knows you don't need a test thing.
And then, of course, everyone knows the guy who makes any kind of vaccine, you immediately know his name.
Right.
So, it's like one of those things.
Yeah. Because everyone knew about it. Oh, also the guy who tried to pull his gun on him was terrible at pulling his gun on him. Like...
Not trained at all.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, you could tell they were actors.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so this is from Ivan Reitman. Obviously, in Ghostbusters, and he's iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Very much a...
You Men in Black, too? Because this is very Men in Black.
A very sinewy with like a movie like the Ghostbusters 2, where it has like this great score and like...
Dan Aykroyd?
4 characters. Dan Aykroyd was like, I guess I need to extra
Actually,
money.
I always really loved like the soundtrack when I watched it when I was younger. Like, it's got good music.
It had really good
It's
music.
Like,
You're right.
It's a great movie. It's just really cheesy. And then the science is utter bullshit. Like, oh, this is a single-celled organism. Then all of a sudden it's a multiple-celled organism. But then she's able to save his old samples. It's like, wouldn't it have like expanded past the sample? Like,
because it's evolution.
Yeah, it's like growing at a ridiculously fast rate. It's like...
Also, it could and could not breathe our atmosphere at different times.
Yeah.
When it suited the plot.
Yeah, like the cells are splitting up and then they disappeared into like cracks, but you're still in the Earth's air, nitrogen-rich atmosphere.
Right.
So,
Hey, it's okay, guys. Rich people got killed, and one was a guy that I recognized from stuff. I think he was in like Alias or something. He was a freaking what is his name?
Oh, the guy
Gregory
from the country club.
Itzin.
Yeah.
he was in stuff. You're right.
He was in things. He's in 24. He's in 24.
I did love Sean William Scott.
He
Like,
was the president in 24.
That's
I did
right.
love Sean William Scott like mocking him and stuff. He was pretty good. And then when he's like,
I feel like that scene was just there to give Showman Scott something to do.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly. Like,
just
oh,
like give his
sometimes make fun
character
of
some
people.
depth.
Let's go,
Like,
yeah, let's
oh,
go.
like you feel bad that he failed the fireman's exam because he's treated like shit working at this place, but he's still polite and he does his job.
And he kills those evolution.
The amazing
Yeah.
thing was, first of all, his car after being exploded
It's
was
still
fine
right.
and could drive.
Just fine.
Also, he drove that thing when he was late and somehow got on time to the fire department thing.
I liked it when he was in it because he was like his head was like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you could drive
Okay.
it. But even if you could drive it, he got to that fire thing before it started because he was there, like, and they
Maybe
were doing
he
the
missed
drills.
the written exam or
Dude,
something.
if he missed like 1 minute of that, they would like, peace. Nope. don't get to be here. Like it's like any of that paramilitary stuff. They're like, if you're not there on time, that's 3/4 of the battle. So.
I mean, most of this movie is also convenience. I mean, there's like all these random creatures coming out. The one that was like adorable and looked like Wilford Brimley, but then it had like a
frog guy.
Yeah.
Mouth tongue on
but then it had like a weird fucking like Tim Burton
what's the evolutionary need for the
bird
face
mouth
thing in your
that
mouth?
comes out? Yeah,
a lot of the monsters had like another little face in
Yeah, what's the evolutionary thing for that? Like,
and then I
don't want my tongue to have eyeballs. Like, I don't want my tongue to have eyeballs at all.
But I mean, they are pretty weird. Like the primates were pretty fucking creepy. Like they're like you have like
also,
their white eyeballs
primates.
and just like
just like
because the evolution, dude. Okay?
Yeah. Obviously, they need
millions of years in the span of a few days.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt?
Makes
complete
sense.
That'd also be like the heat death of the universe.
Yeah.
By the way, there's so much energy to do that.
Yeah.
But this movie was fun. Okay.
I
don't want. I don't want any more complaints with this movie.
Really,
the only thing I will say is that the casual sexual harassment doesn't age very well.
No. Oh no.
It was very 90s almost.
Yeah.
It was like a 90s thing.
Well, it's 2001. It's not that far.
I know, but it's
also
like
like
mid-90s.
this scene, Juliet Mare falls over and everyone sees her legs, sees those gams. I'm like, hey, okay.
Ooh, she's a woman. Or she's a humorless ice queen, and then he's like, she just needs a good humping.
Yeah.
It's like, yep, sure.
And
again,
also,
the guy I thought was supposed to be the smart character said that. I was like, what?
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about Orlando Jones's character in this. Like,
the worst.
What was
the worst.
he? Like, what was he?
They're in a military facility at one point,
He's
and
just
he's like,
a funny black
he's like
guy,
breakdancing
obviously.
on camera.
Yeah.
Like he's like doing like a dance. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be in a military facility, and you're dancing like an idiot. Like you think there's not a camera
also,
there.
you're breaking in. Like you're yelling at him about the fact that you guys are breaking into here, but then you're calling so much attention to yourself.
Yeah, like the most.
But also, David Duchovny should know better. They're gonna fucking catch you within minutes.
Yeah, like he was a colonel in the military. Like he rose up the ranks to officer.
Yeah.
So like he fucking knows the military at least a little bit.
Yeah.
And gives this guy first off gives him a weird uniform. Like gives him fucking fatigues.
Yeah.
And like a dress up kind of base where like nobody's wearing fatigues.
I don't know if it was weird because he was dressed up. Everybody else was in a uniform, but like a regular fighting uniform.
Civilian uniform.
Yeah.
He was in his civilian dress uniform. And
Yeah.
like, you don't. This is not.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't have this.
And
it's
but
like
then with the guy in
it's like
full
midnight.
fatigues and like a cap.
Oh, exactly.
Like a fucking knit cap.
that might have been like his uniform when he's if he was fighting in the field or something. That's what I guess because like where do you just
When
get?
you're stabbing people with his diarrhea and
Yeah.
using vaccines, I mean,
Oh my god.
That's what he had to do.
like using on the enemy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
No,
that's
and that was the thing
they
that really
should've.
pissed me off.
They
Is
should.
that the military would totally
Well, they
use
totally
that.
would've,
They'd be like, yeah, okay, so we'll give you some money. You just go away, and we're gonna use your thing to hurt people, to take down towns when we need to take
Actually,
them
that
over.
would have been a good
and-
plot when they would
The
come back.
Taliban's all shitty and
exactly.
they get
But
caught.
they
in
had
the-
a
Yeah,
gun,
exactly.
like a gun and shit, like, oh,
Yeah, they
is
can
that my
control people.
vaccine?
You make people
Oh,
sick, you can
no.
take them over, exactly.
I have Kane's madness.
Yeah. So one of the scenes I hate the most is when that like bug makes its way into his suit and then goes up his butt. Supposedly.
First of all, that bug definitely cut through a Kybex suit, which is made to not be cut. So also,
Evolution is a mystery.
but okay, but then they keep going in that place. Like everybody get out of that place.
Yeah.
Like obviously, if those things can now cut through your suit, they've evolved to being better than what you're wearing in there. You need
No.
to get out now, like, like right now.
But also, so it goes in his butt, but then it's in his leg, and then somehow they get it back out of the butt.
The butt bone's connected to
Yeah.
the leg bone.
Right.
Everyone knows that.
Obviously, it's just traveling through the bones.
No, I mean, if you came to this movie for anatomy,
Yeah.
or physics, or chemistry,
Yeah.
or biology,
Yeah.
Or romance.
Real
or
astrology.
oh my god,
yeah.
or any kind
Biology.
of anything that's not like a sexually addicted person's brain going on.
Let's talk about David Duchovny and Julianne Moore's romance.
Oh yeah, you mean they're like clear chemistry with each other?
I mean, it was sexy.
Very clear because she would fall over and he'd be like looking at her,
Yeah.
and then like she would get up and she would kind of flirt with him, but then he's a dumpster baby. So
Right.
like, I'm like,
And she'd be like, would smash, and you're like, what'd she
Yeah.
say would smash for? There's
Yeah.
no, okay.
No, or like he was like, could you ever be attracted to me?
Yeah,
Because
that was the line he said.
I'm stuck
out
in
of
this
nowhere.
dumpster place, and there's no one intelligent here, so
what
you know.
sad person ever said that to another? That's like nobody talks
Someone
like that.
that's a sexual.
No, yeah. What it is that
like
he's
a
already
sad,
banged like every woman
Yeah.
in town, and he
a
wants
sad
someone new.
sexual
Yeah.
man. Yeah, like he's sad.
No. Yeah.
That's why when that student's in with Orlando Jones and like he's like being like, haha, look at that. Like, he's like, cry because he had sex with her.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you're going to...
And that's what I assumed. He would be like the lascivious, like, dirty one, and Orlando Jones would be the nice, like, the
straight man,
studious
if you will.
straight man, yes. And then they, like,
Nope.
completely
No,
twist
he
that. I was
was
like,
just the hilarious black man. All
I
along,
literally
obviously.
wrote when he was... I'm like, oh, buffoonery. He's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, man. Bug in the suit. Okay. Let's do this.
Yeah, Henry chose in this, you guys, for a scene. Like, one scene.
he's not
But
saying
he's
anything.
there. You see him. He's there.
I mean, there's a lot of little extra cameos where, like, he's an extra. in
Yeah.
something.
At one point, Orlando Jones is driving through, and into the army base, and they talk smack to him, and Orlando Jones he's like, calm down. David Duchovny's like, his character's like that, and he's like, oh, I was gonna kick that guy's ass. I'm like, he was a military
Yeah.
guy with a gun.
Seriously.
You are a loser,
No, and he's like, yeah.
college professor.
There's also that scene
Slow
where
your roll.
he's like, you know how to use one of those, and he gives him a shotgun. He's like, I've always been a professor. I'm like, that doesn't mean you know how to use a shotgun.
No, he said, just because I'm a professor doesn't mean I'm a pussy.
yeah,
that's what he said. Doesn't mean I'm a pussy.
Yeah, by the way, pussies are awesome.
Does that mean that you've
Pussies
used
are super tough, guys. Take
Wait,
a
wait, wait. Does that mean that you've used a shotgun though? Because we didn't really establish that.
Yeah. Just apparently that he knew how because he was a man, obviously.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a real man.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know.
I feel like this is written by Brett Ratner. Like
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
No, there's so much, like, fucking masculinity in this movie. They're just fucking
Yeah,
jizzing
toxic.
all
Yeah,
over
like-
the...
Yeah, and I feel, and honestly, I feel like there's something in David Duchovny's writer that added to that because, like, especially with the switch.
It's like Michael Douglas.
At that first scene, like they watched the treatment or something. In that first scene, he's like, why am I gotta be like sexier than this guy? Like,
Yeah,
okay, so that's I get the girl. He doesn't get the girl.
Yeah.
I get the girl.
Oh, also though, I have to be smarter than him. So after the scene is written, can you just go back and write the other
also
parts?
make
so
like
smarter?
it'd be funny if an evolution went in that guy's ass and they did a whole scene about it. Like, okay, David, sure, man.
I'm gonna ruin his career. Maybe he
Yeah.
hated Orlando Jones.
I
So I
know.
think we just found
Like
something out.
I was just like I was watching that. I was like, that's weird, right? Like, cause yeah, they said it, and I thought it's gonna be like, oh, cool, David Duchovny's gonna be like this more like kind of like down on his luck, kind of a lovable loser guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
nope.
I was all in
Yeah.
for that, and then I was like, confused the whole movie. I'm like, I don't know. Who am I rooting for here? I don't know.
You know who you're rooting for? Evolution.
Yeah. No, I mean, really, you're almost rooting for them to, like, take over the planet. You're like, yeah, humans are pretty terrible,
Also- near the end, they finally start breathing air, and that dragon pukes up a baby out of its cloaca, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
It has a cloaca, but also it can start
Yeah,
breathing air.
evolution.
Like
Yeah.
that's how
Because it evolves, man.
Right.
It evolved to breathe
from
out
like
air.
ammonia atmosphere to
Yeah.
oh god.
It just,
breathe
it
out
slowly
air.
worked it out.
Okay.
And
I
it
don't
slowly worked
wanna
it out
hate this movie.
all over the side of a
I don't wanna hate
cave
this
that,
movie.
like,
I
no
like
one
this movie.
noticed the dragons coming out of this cave.
And just dying
Like,
like
Yeah.
we're just like in a field, like, oh, there's like 65,000 dragons in this field.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
like,
weird,
Let's
yeah.
go look at them, I guess.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
They're very blasé about any sort of
Yeah.
the evolution.
We're talking a lot of shit about this movie.
No,
but
I loved
liked it.
No, but it is really good. It was a really great movie, and one of the
It was
great scenes was the old
dumb,
ladies
but it was
in the
good.
house, and one of them was like that great character actress, and I can't think of her name, but she's like, "When did you get a dog?" And it's like, that thing is not
Yeah,
a dog,
how do you
lady.
think that's a dog?
Like,
lady?
what the fuck kind
Well,
of
I mean-
dog is that?
White people be tripping, am I
Yeah.
right?
It's a
Oh, this
bulldog
movie,
with
yeah.
no ears and
Oh,
no nose.
Another great scene was when they go back to the college and all the kids are like riding and drinking, and that one like pretty attractive girl has a sign that's like, "I can't die a virgin."
Yeah.
And we were like, that's the dumbest
Yeah.
shit we've ever seen.
That would have lasted.
You're a
3
semi-attractive woman. Yeah, you'd have been done like hours ago.
Hey, maybe Ivan Reitman's thinking forward. You guys are all thinking
No, he
it's all
wasn't. He was
backwards.
not.
Like,
Incorrect.
guys are being
Not when they're saying that
You're a bunch of pussies.
that she's in need of a good humping, and then she
She's
was
in need of a
she-
good humping.
and she
I
was
actually wrote
okay with
down
that.
too.
she was like, yeah, okay, so let's do that good humping thing.
Yeah, and like,
It's
and
like,
then-
oh, I heard you guys say it.
So can
like,
we talk
after
about-
she heard that, she
Yeah.
was like, "I'm on board for this
yeah,
guy's D."
yeah.
yeah.
Can we talk about the end? Because they
We talk about
definitely
the selenium
rip off.
sulfide
Yeah, they
things?
rip off Independence Day and they go up the butt with the head and
Wait,
shoulders.
wait. Selenium sulfide, like selenium Well, they figure out that
Oh yeah,
somehow
because they look at the periodic table
something like,
on
well,
a shirt.
the shampoo has selenium sulfide in it. I'm like, that's like saying salt will kill you because it has chlorine
Yeah.
and sodium in it.
Yeah.
Like, that's dumb.
There's an explosive
Fucking
metal.
dumb.
It
Right.
has a poisonous gas in it. I can't have any of this
Because you
NaCl.
guys, it follows the same pattern on the
Guys-
periodic table as humans.
Guys, water can explode at any time
Yeah.
there's hydrogen in it.
Yeah.
I was trying that. I was loving the movie, and even this part I got through. But during it, I'm like, no, that's dumb.
I was
That's
already
dumb.
like a good
So
amount of
dumb.
down out by that
Yeah.
point, so like, you know, I think
So
I was
they
just
fill up-
googling like
yeah, they
Julianne
fill up
Moore
this,
feet or
like-
something like that at that point. So
They fill up this fucking like fire truck with this stuff, right? And apparently that's enough to kill this
head and
giant,
shoulders, yes, head and
this
shoulders.
giant
yes.
Pour it in its asshole,
amorphous,
yes.
like giant amorphous
Yes.
alien
It was-
that
how
has
did,
come
how
out
did
of
you
this
feel
hole.
about the head and shoulders part
Oh
of it?
my god.
I was like,
Yeah.
you know
No,
what?
it was great.
Fucking go.
And I love
Fucking
that
go
those.
for it,
I love
Daddy.
that those two guys were like
Somebody
the
had to pay for
answer.
that CG, right?
'Cause I
Head
love-
and shoulders paid for that fucking CG.
I loved when they were like, they're like, easy, you can get that. Like, and everyone's just like, what? You guys? Know? They're like, yeah.
What do you think my hair is
Have
so
you
flake
noticed-
free?
Donkey lips
Yeah.
and eats and suckers.
Also,
It's
Super
so shiny and
2001.
flake free. I was
They
like,
both had
mm,
they
mm.
both had frosted tips.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
just had to mention.
It's like a scooter is a sailboat.
Yeah. It was good. That's
But
good.
then the worst part about the end is definitely when they go off to have sex. It's like you're covered in alien guts.
Also, they're just about to get
And
an
they're like
award.
partying when this like alien guy and like this is very Ivan Reitman as well. Like he's
Yeah.
like, oh, I got all this shit left over from Ghostbusters from '84. Like
Yeah.
it's
Like I
like
said,
this one, but
this
it's still
felt like
there.
Men in
Throw it on.
Black. This felt like Men in Black to me.
Yeah.
It was like very Men in Blackish. Like
Throw it on.
Yeah.
Throw it on.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna go do it covered in alien guts. Like the first thing you would do is take a shower. You'd get all that shit off
For
of you.
like
Like
an
you don't even know
hour.
how it's
Like an
gonna
hour.
affect
Maybe they
you.
got a fucking shower. I mean, how do you know?
They were in the truck.
Maybe there's a shower in the chest.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So much. This bridge too far, guys. So.
Also, they couldn't wait like 2 more minutes to get their medals from
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd was giving
They had to
awards
go
out.
right
fucking
then.
medals.
They had to
Also,
do it now.
What? Like he's a governor, but he's
Yeah.
like, oh, if you mess up, I'm gonna demote
Yeah,
you.
to
Like,
the
you can't
military.
demote anyone?
Yeah, I
Who
was
the
like,
fuck
this
a
is not how this
civilian?
works. Plus, this is
He's
state,
a colonel.
state
Yeah.
and federal. You're not
Yeah.
even
What
right
are you
on this.
fucking talking? Like Dan Aykroyd's just like, I'm just saying what I fucking want.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Dan, sure, man.
Yeah.
That's
Make
cool.
your own lines up, dude.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I know. Then I'm gonna execute
Crystal
you.
Skull Vodka.
Like,
Ah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Should put it there somewhere. Yeah.
Guys, this was before Crystal
was. I was
Skull
waiting
Vodka.
for it.
This is where it came off with the idea, actually.
Yeah.
If you notice.
Yeah. That skull is shaped like an alien skull. Actually,
Yeah.
there was an alien.
I
shaped
used
skull.
my money from this movie as seed money for Crystal Skull Vodka. Okay.
It's a great Dan Aykroyd impression.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to.
No, this was good. This is good. I liked it. You just have to say Crystal Skull Vodka. This
Yeah,
time.
Crystal Skull Vodka.
Yeah.
Use the bag to ice kind your marbles.
I say that like once a week.
There's like, it was the 2001 like all the CG in
Oh!
2001 was in this movie.
No, but can we talk about the fact the CGI is
Yes.
not bad.
Yes,
No,
The
it's not,
CGI
but
in
it
this
still
movie is
is-
actually
the CGI
it's,
was better than a lot
The
of movies.
budget
right
had
now.
to be like in the gazillions.
Yeah.
I don't understand like how
The
they
CGI
did
was
Seriously.
decent CGI.
yeah.
Like especially for 2001, I was like,
Watching it now, I was like, still that actually.
yeah, the
still
dragons
holds
were
up.
like
Yeah.
dragon creatures.
because it wasn't remastered at all.
Yeah.
for sure.
No, no one's going back to this. Like, hey, you guys, we have to re-release it.
So we burning this, guys. This
It was
definitely
great.
This
I mean,
definitely was better than the other ones.
I love this movie. I have since it first came out, so I was really glad to watch it again.
I
haven't
wanted
watched
to
it in a
hate
while.
this when they changed around Orlando Jones and
I did too. It
his
confused
characters,
me, but
but it was gleefully fun.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a lot
like
of stupid fun
and the
stuff in
music
it.
was great, like the incidental music especially, but also like just the random tracks, like
Yeah.
the random like B-side R&B shit that I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. It sounds great. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
It was good.
Let's
It had
do
some
this.
sci-fi, had a little bit of some scares,
had,
some
had
romance.
some toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Everything you
Buffalo
like in
Bill,
movies.
some casual sexual
Buffalo-
harassment.
Buffalo
Yeah.
Bill going.
Yeah.
Juju.
Ted Levine just being Ted Levine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puts lotion on his
And
skin.
I didn't even recognize him at all, but I was like, I'm creeped up by this guy,
Yeah.
and that's why.
Which is worse, Buffalo Bill or his mustache?
His mustache
You
I
guys,
thought was
you
all
guys,
lady. It was
he
all
had
lady.
the same
It
mustache.
was like a.
In Monk, he had that mustache
I wouldn't
too.
doubt it.
And in Monk, he sang the song "Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone." I have that memory burned into my brain forever.
Also, you watched more than one episode of Monk.
I watched all the episodes.
I
of
watched
Monk.
all of them.
My mom loved that show. I had so much
On that
fun.
note, why was it Tony Shalhoub?
No, it wasn't Tony Shalhoub.
Where was
Everybody
Tony
else
Shalhoub?
was.
Who is Tony
This
Shalhoub?
was also before Monk. I think it had like just started. So, anyway.
Guys, I think it's all we got.
It was good. It was great. It was
I
a
would,
romp.
I would
Don't
not
burn
bring
this
this.
one.
Like I said,
I'll
I'd get a nice.
I'll
I'll watch
it
this
again.
again.
I
That's
would-
not.
I
I
would
don't
definitely
say that
watch
about
it.
any of these
A
movies.
nice bathroom laptop. Type in Julianne Moore feet and just have a good night in.
Slip
Have a good
away.
night in. Have a good night in.
Nick watched this with us, and I will say, I think it's almost like a Mel Brooks movie where like the kids enjoy it and the
Yeah,
adults
and there's
enjoy
parts for
it.
everybody, and like
Yeah.
the kids won't get like.
Yeah.
And Ivan Reitman is honestly amazing at doing those kind of movies. Ghostbusters, when you watch it as an adult, you're like,
Oh, there's
Oh,
some really
fucking
dirty
shit.
scenes. Yeah,
he's getting a
seriously.
blowjob from a ghost.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? And
If
as a
you-
kid- and then Connor's like, that's funny. He's
If you
laughing."
listen to
I'm
what
like,
they're saying
"No."
when they're like lack and loading their guns, they're like talking
Don't
about
think too
holding their
deeply.
dicks.
Yeah.
Like in Ghostbusters, but as a kid,
What-
you're like,
Well, and-
yeah.
And like in this one, like they're every time like penetration, sphincter. Like if you, like it's like okay, like did a 6-year-old write this movie? What
He
the
did get his
fuck?
revenge. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I can say.
On that big weird blobby thing.
Yeah.
Stay classy,
right up
guys.
its butt.
We love you.
Don't burn this one
Yeah, watch it.
Watch
Go
it.
watch it.
unless you're a jerk.
Right now, do it.